Welcome to my channel, guys. That sounds really weird because I never do sit down videos, so bear with me if it's kind of cringy. Anyways, as you saw in the title, we're doing a pregnancy Q&A. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram, and there were a lot. But I wrote them down because I'm recording with my phone. So let's just get right into the questions. What are you most excited for? I think what I'm most excited for is like having him, like just holding him and like seeing like what me and Eduardo made. Like, so cute. Anyways, what was your reaction when you found out? When I found out, I kind of already knew because my periods are always regular, and so I had been late for I think 7 days, and I was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. So I went to Planned Parenthood when I was 9 days late, and they took tests, and she's like, yeah, it's positive. And I was like, yeah, I knew that. I just kind of already knew. Like, you just know. Like, I've had like scares before, but I'm like, no, I'm not. But this time I was like, yeah, like, I'm pregnant. So baby names, yeah, we have a name. That's all I'm gonna say. How does it feel to be pregnant? It feels great and horrible at the same time. Like a lot of people post about like the good things of pregnancy, like, oh, like the glow and like how your baby moves and everything. But like, it's honestly really hard sometimes. Like, it's hard, but it feels amazing to be able to like give life. I don't know. Was your family supportive of the pregnancy from the start? Yeah, they were. I mean, they were like disappointed because like, but yeah, they've been pretty supportive. Just obviously my dad was the one who kind of took it harder, and it took him a long time to like kind of get used to it. But they're really supportive, and like his family's really supportive, and so that's great. I don't really get this question because it says first found it out that you were pregnant, so I think it's asking me when I first found out. And I first found out March 21st. I think. I'm pretty sure. Did you want one, and was it planned? Well, I've always wanted a kid. Not now, obviously, but like, well, I wasn't planning to have one like now, but I've always wanted one. I've always wanted to be like a young mom, but like young, like 22, 20, like, yeah, like early 20s, not 18, but it's fine. And no, it wasn't planned. I was actually on birth control. So what happened, here's story time. What happened was that I had my last period was February 13th to however many days it was. But that week I was on my period, and that's the week that you take like your placebo pill. If you know how birth control works, great, because I'm not going to explain it. So I was on the placebo pill, so I didn't take the placebo pill because you don't really have to. It's really nothing. So I didn't take it, but when it was time to start a new pack, I didn't start it on time either. I started it like a few days late, and so things happened, and now we're here. But yeah. When's the baby shower? I don't know. I don't know. We're still deciding on it, like, because we need to do it like soon. But yeah, I don't know. But I'll let you guys know when I do know. How did I find out? I think I already said that I went to Planned Parenthood. Yeah. well, I took 2 tests before I went to Planned Parenthood, and they were negative. And I was like, what the heck? Like, no, like, I'm pregnant, like, I know I am. So, yeah, I had 2 negative tests before, like, my positive one. But yeah, I went to Planned Parenthood, and that's how I found out. I actually, like, skipped school to go to Planned Parenthood. Anyways, when are you due? My due date is November 27th. That's the day before Thanksgiving, so I hope he comes before, so I'm not in the hospital on Thanksgiving, because I want to eat. How did you tell Eduardo? Okay, so I told him, well, the day I found out, that day, I like messaged him and I was like, we need to talk. He was like, okay. So then the next day, after school, we were at his house and I was like, I need to tell you something. And he's like, I already know what you're gonna say. And I'm like, no, you don't. Like, you don't know anything. Like, shut up. And he's like, are you pregnant? And I'm like, yeah. Like, I wanted to tell you, how did you find out? But yeah, he basically already knew, and that's pretty much how I told him. I just kind of told him that and yeah, that's how that went. Do you like being pregnant? I do, because it's just, I don't know, it's just a good, like, it's a different feeling, like something you've never felt before, so I like it. That's it. Do you have stretch marks, and if so, what are your thoughts towards them? I don't have stretch marks like on my stomach, like I just have them like on my hips. And I have to burp. Okay. So I only have them like on my hips, so they don't bother me, and my thoughts towards them, like I don't really mind them. And I have stretch marks like on my boobs, and I don't care. Like, I don't know. Like, I do put lotion on them, like stretch mark cream, but I don't really care if I get stretch marks. Like, I mean, he's like growing and stretching out my skin, so it's like probably gonna happen, so I don't really care. Nervous for labor? I am not really. Like, obviously, like, there's, like, you're gonna be nervous for it, but I'm not, like, scared. Like, there's no way I can get out of it or anything, so I'm not really nervous or anything. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I get out of breath. Like, I'm really talking and I'm tired. How has your pregnancy affected your relationship? Here's another story time. This video is just gonna be full of mini story times. But, in the beginning, this is actually very common. I've heard a lot of people do this and go through this, but I wanted nothing to do with him in like the first few months. Like, oh my god, like, yeah, like I literally like didn't want to be with him, and I didn't want to see him or anything, and like I was like, yeah, I don't want to be with you or anything, like go away, like leave me alone. And like I don't know, but then like literally like it changed so fast, like from one day to another. I'm like, oh my god, no, like I need you, and there's a car. But now we're great, and it's better than ever, and I do love him. So it was just like a thing, a pregnancy thing, like hormones everywhere. Are you disappointed you're having a boy? I am not. I thought I was having a girl, like I was like convinced, but it's not. And if you haven't seen my gender reveal, you should go watch it. And no, I'm not disappointed like at all. Like now, like I can't even imagine myself having a girl. Like I'm very happy and very glad that I'm having a boy. Do random people touch your belly? Not random people. Like, obviously, like, people I know, like, will touch. Oh my god, my dog. I'll be back. Hold on. Okay, we're back. I. Not, like, just random people, like, strangers, like, come up to me and touch my belly. Like, no. Like, they don't do that. But, like, people I know, like, family members and stuff like that, and family friends and friends, they will just touch my belly, and I don't really mind it. Like, it's, like, I get it, because, like, when I see a pregnant person, I'm like, I want to touch their belly, so I don't really mind it. But if it were a stranger, that, yeah, I'd be like, what are you doing? Don't touch me. Yeah. You're gonna circumcise him. We're not, there's not really a reason behind why we're not, but we just kind of agreed that we're not going. I have to sneeze. No, we're not going to circumcise him, but again, it's just, there's not really a reason. We just decided not to. We both agreed that we weren't going to, so that's that. You plan on getting an epidural. I don't want one, but I'm open to getting one if I need it. Because, like, obviously I don't know how bad contractions are and stuff like that. So I don't want one. Like, if I don't get one, that would be great. But if it's just, like, too much for me, then I would probably get one. But I don't want one. A natural or C-section. I'm going to have a natural birth. Just because that's what I want. And it'd be a much easier recovery, I feel like. And yeah. Did you try hiding it at school? Well, I didn't really try hiding it because you weren't able to tell. Because, like, I literally looked the same because I didn't get fat at all, like, while I was at school. So I didn't really hide it in, like that. But I didn't tell a lot of people. I only told, like, my friends and stuff like that. So, yeah. Because I didn't really want, like, people to know. Like, I was going to graduate anyway, so I didn't really care what people, like, at school thought. So I just kind of just didn't tell anyone. Experienced morning sickness. No. Like, in my first trimester, I would get nauseous. Like, really nauseous. Like, I wouldn't even go to, I never went to first period because I would feel so nauseous that I couldn't even get, like, out of bed. But I never threw up, which is really great, and I hope I continue to not ever throw up, like, for the rest of my pregnancy. Do you have cravings? Kind of. Like, there's not this one, actually there is, kind of. It's the Dairy Queen chicken tenders. I could eat those all day, every day, and I would not get tired of them. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But that's pretty much the only thing that I, like, kind of crave, because it just depends. Like, some days I'll want something, and then the next days I'll want something else. So it's not really something, like, consistent, except for those chicken tenders. Who do you think your baby's gonna look like? I honestly think that he's gonna look like Eduardo, but with my eyes. And I don't know why, but that's just, like, I just feel like that's what he's gonna look like. Like, maybe he'll look the opposite of that, but that's what I think. I don't know. This is the last question. It was, has your family been supportive? And I think I already answered this question. I honestly have to, yeah, I pretty much already answered that question, but yeah, they have been. And I have to burp again. Those are pretty much all the questions. If I didn't get to all of them, sorry. There was a lot. This video would be like an hour long if I did them all. But thank you guys for watching, and I don't know how to do outros, so